anatomy, which I already knew I wasn't going to do much with.
Okay.
I decided to look inwards to say, what do I have?
Okay.
And I had a number of things. I had my voice, which I could use to speak, to sing. I could dance, I could act, and I could generally entertain. So I chose to speak.
Okay.
Yes.
And how has the experience been?
It's been the most marvelous experience of my life. I have absolutely no regrets. I am excited, happy. I have grown, I have earned, I have trained people, and I am fulfilled.
So what would you say is the most exciting thing about, public speaking for you?
It is doing what I love and getting paid. That is the most exciting thing.
Okay.
In addition to that,
Okay.
I'm extremely excited to meet people.
Okay.
My work as a public speaker takes me everywhere.
Okay.
And I love that. I love the travel, I love the staying in hotels, I love every single thing about it.
Okay. Yeah. So why do you think public speaking is very important for individuals, not to talk of people who own businesses?
Okay. Is it okay if I call some brands, mention some names? How do we know Coca-Cola?
Okay.
How do you know Coca-Cola? How did you ever know Coca-Cola? Coca-Cola spoke to you. They told you Coca-Cola is refreshing. They told you on billboards, radio jingles. They told you, they spoke to you. How do you know XYZ other brands? They all speak. So public speaking is important for everybody because it is the tool, the vehicle you need to share your ideas and your desires, which include your business, your calling, your profession. If you don't know how to articulate it for people to hear and understand, nobody will patronize you the way you want people to patronize you. So, it is not something you negotiate. If you negotiate it, you might as well negotiate your existence. And I mean it. Because if you want to get something done, get it done right. Speaking is non-negotiable. Don't call yourself a public speaker. You're a businessman, woman, teacher, trainer, but you are a person. You are a human who needs to convey information. Public speaking is for you.
Wow. Wow. This is disruptive. Princess is here with me. Please, if you have questions, go ahead before I colonize the stage.
Okay, so now some people are really not good with speaking, and when they have to be in places that they are required to speak, and they wonder, okay, I have to do this. Do I require any training for that? So even people who are not professionally doing this, do they actually need a training to be good speakers?
Yes. Full stop. Why? There is a skill that is required for people to hear you and take your message. Everybody's talking, but not everybody is talking to be heard, understood, believed, and taken away. So for it to become a skill, there must be some learning and repetition, which we call practice. So that learning and practice is called training. And you can get training from almost anywhere in the world. You can even get it free by just Googling, how do I speak? Depending on what you want to do with the speaking and how far you want to go with it.
Sure.
So there's some people who go to school and stop at secondary school level. Some others get an OND, HND. Some others go get a BSc. Some get a master's. Some get a PhD. Some become professors. Depending on how far you want to go with the speaking, that will determine how much training you require.
Okay.
Yes.
Depending on how far you want to go with the speaking,
Yes.
it will determine how much training you will require.
And this speaks to almost any profession in the world.
Okay.
You can be a baker, you can be a mechanic. Depending on how far you want to go. Do you want everybody in the world to look for you as a mechanic? That will determine the kind of training you get.
Okay.
But if you want to stay as a roadside mechanic for the rest of your life, you're all right. You don't need any extra training. You're good to go.
Okay. Okay. Well, I am picking a whole lot from here, and it's so true. So the vision, the size of your vision,
That's it.
will determine how much you're willing to invest in yourself
Yes.
for what you want.
Yes.
Have you invested in yourself in this area? Just share a few experiences.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, I have several times.
Okay.
First of
Even
all-
with the giftings you have and the talent you obviously have,
Yes.
tell us a bit about your experience.
I started out training myself for free, as it were, reading. No, no. Let me rephrase that. That's not for free because I bought the books. The books were not free. Yes. So I bought books. One of them is the fast and the easy, the effective way to speak by Dale Carnegie. The something effective way to speak by Dale Carnegie. That was one of the first books I read, and a few others. Then I went online and I would go to one of the libraries in Lagos, which I was a member.
Online.
It was a British Council Library, precisely.
Okay.
And you had your 8,000 naira annual fee then, 2008. And I would go to the library there, sit there, read up things about public speaking, how to introduce yourself, how to, refine. And then in 2013, I became a trainer on the Dale Carnegie platform. So I was now a world-class trainer. And part of my training to become a trainer was my speaking and presenting. So it was two birds with one stone. I was being paid to teach people, but I was also trained. So I was trained to present better. And for almost 7 years, 6.5 years, I was a Dale Carnegie trainer until I became a senior trainer, and I left the company last year just because I had so much more to do. My being a trainer with Dale Carnegie reinforced my learning because I was now teaching top-level executives. I'm talking about managing directors of organizations, CEOs, executive directors, directors in organizations, in ministries and all. So I had to step up my game to be able to train them. And of course, anybody who is a trainer at something tends to be better than the person they're teaching, right?
True.
So it made me sharper. It made me go above and beyond. I would watch YouTube videos. I would excavate knowledge from where knowledge wasn't, where you didn't think there was knowledge. So because I was looking for something, which you said vision, I began to see the results I was looking for. I began to see the learning. So I could even observe people. Two people could speak and I would say, everybody enjoyed this one, but people didn't enjoy that one. So what was the difference? And I would start writing by myself. I said, okay, yeah, she did this. Okay, she did that. Oh, perhaps this was it. Okay. I was observing. I was learning by observation as well, and documenting my learnings, because I would go and try out these things that I learned, and they are working.
Okay. Really interesting.
Yeah.
Now, at what point and what determines how much you make and all of that?
At what point do you start making money? The day you are ready to make money, full stop. You can start from day 1, day 10, day 100, depending on you and your desire, depending on how your mindset can carry you. There are people who say, I will make money from day 1, and they will, because determination is everything. Oh, well, determination with action and all of that. So when are you ready to make money? That's the first question. Do you want to start today? If the answer is yes, we start asking. We use what I call the 5 W's and H. Well, it's not my thing. It's been there forever. Journalists are taught that in journalism school. 5 W's and 1 H. Who, what, where, when, why. Why do I want to make money? Who can I make money from? What would I say to them to make money? When will I do this? Where would I meet them? When you can take time to answer these questions, the next question is how, which is your execution. So do I want to speak on the radio? Do I want to speak on TV? Do I want to speak at events as a master of ceremonies? Do I want to speak as a keynote speaker? Do I want to speak as a trainer of XYZ? Do I want to speak as a teacher? Do I want to speak as a religious leader? Do I want to speak as a political leader? Do I want to speak as a national leader, a nation builder? So there are different avenues, and then we begin to put in more structure to it. But we start with your 5 W's. Who, what, where, when, and why.
Wow. And is there money in public speaking?
There is as much money as your mind can handle. If I tell you that Barack Obama, for example, is paid $1 million to speak for 1 hour, would you be